30,000 people in Sweden suffer a stroke each year. Many of them can be saved and can go on to live a good life if someone nearby is able to recognise the symptoms and call emergency 112 in time. In 2010, all the county health authorities and regions in Sweden decided to do something about stroke awareness in the country. Starting with the Swedish National Board of Health and Welfare's national guidelines, the health authorities and regions joined forces to launch a joint information campaign for the first time ever. They invested 50 million Swedish crowns in the campaign, with the objective of increasing awareness and knowledge about the symptoms that indicate a stroke. The National Stroke Campaign that was launched in Sweden in 2011 was based around the Akut-test, a Swedish version of the English acronym FAST, with the overall idea that together we can save lives. Rather than focusing on the people who actually suffer a stroke, the campaign was instead aimed at those who are nearby at the time of a stroke. In other words, those who can save lives if they possess the right knowledge. The central aspect of the campaign was a digital Akut-test on the campaign website. Everyone who performed the test formed a symbolic chain of lifelines throughout the whole of the country. The first year of the campaign focused on knowledge and awareness. Starting in October 2011, the Akut message was spread widely via TV and daily newspapers, as well as at hospitals and medical centres throughout the country. The results exceeded all expectations. 8 out of 10 people were reached by the campaign, of which 80% said they would recognise the symptoms of a stroke. No less than 99% said that they knew to call the emergency number 112 if someone suffered a stroke in their presence. As the campaign continued in 2012, the focus was placed on increasing people's involvement. We now aim to reach the general public within 2 areas where many people spend a significant part of their lives: at work and within sporting activities. The management teams and HR managers at thousands of companies and organisations were encouraged, via direct mailings and advertising in the business press, to spread information about the Akut-test at their workplaces. And many high-profile business leaders acted as ambassadors for the campaign. This time, the campaign was noticed by more than 90% of the target group, and 6 out of 10 respondents had implemented or planned to implement relevant measures at the workplace. In order to reach the sporting world, we sought the help of well-known Swedish sportsmen and sportswomen. The Olympic gold medal winner in the high jump, Stefan Holm, was just one of many stars who got involved in the Big Challenge. The campaign was profiled on TV, in sporting publications, and by direct mailings to the major sports clubs and associations. We succeeded to reach 70% of the target group. The year's major event took place in conjunction with World Stroke Day on the 29th of October. Sweden's county health authorities and regions handed out information to the general public on streets and in town squares throughout the entire country, an activity that gained major media coverage, including national TV. The catchword for the campaign's third and final year in 2013 was action. Thousands of people performed the Akut-test at sporting events like the Var-Russet race for women, the Stockholm Marathon, and the grand final of the Swedish Bandy Championships. The Akut campaign was visible at football matches, in ice hockey stadiums, and during the most classic of all Swedish sporting events, the Vasaloppet cross-country skiing race. During the autumn, we took the campaign one step further by using humour to reach a younger target group. The grand finale took place in conjunction with World Stroke Day on the 29th of October, when the campaign embarked on a week-long tour led by comedian and TV profile Mans Nilsson. He promoted and conducted the Akut-test in 6 Swedish cities and made a humorous film in each city. a campaign that gained a tremendous amount of attention in both traditional and new social media channels. During its 3 years, the National Stroke Campaign has achieved fantastic results. 90% of the population in Sweden have been reached by the campaign at some point since October 2011, as a result of the marketing and advertising activities. Hundreds of thousands of people have performed the Akut-test on our website. We have handed out 1.5 million Akut cards, and our Facebook page has become an important meeting place for tens of thousands of people. Awareness measurements have shown that more than half of the Swedish population is now aware of Akut, compared with only 15% before the campaign began. The proportion of stroke patients who received thrombolytic treatment increased from 7% when the campaign started in 2011 to 12% in August 2013.
I 3 år har nationella Strokekampanjen i Sverige arbetat för att lära befolkningen symptomen på stroke, hur de ser ut. Som socialminister så är jag glad och imponerad när jag ser resultatet av det arbetet. Kampanjen har betytt oerhört mycket för befolkningens hälsa och välmående. Numera känner mer än hälften av oss till Akut och andelen patienter som får propplösande behandling har ökat. Kampanjen kunde redan efter 18 månaders arbete visa att den betalat sig i form av minskade samhällskostnader. Men framgång ska inte först och främst mätas i pengar. Nej, det viktigaste resultatet är att fler får vård i tid och att fler människor runt omkring de som drabbas vet att man ska ringa 112 direkt. Som till exempel Agnes Rockström i Lund gjorde. Efter att ha sett kampanjen räddade hon livet på sin mormor Henny.